More on what happens next now from Adam Thompson, a criminal defense attorney in New York. Adam, good morning. Thanks for being here. How do you see this case shaping up at this point?
Well, I got to tell you, just hearing this version of what happened, it's just horrific, and I feel for all the families involved, and my heart goes out to them. It's, when you see something like this, we're used to hearing about a student going off in a school with a firearm, and you don't really hear many cases involving something like this happening with a knife. It hasn't happened that many times in this country, but it has. But he's going to be facing up to life in prison. Attempted murder charges are just as serious as a murder charge. And the fact that there's so many different players involved here, so many potential victims, it's going to depend on whether the court looks at this case and says it's one single act or incident, or if he's going to consider each individual incident separately, which could mean 4 separate attempted murder charges and up to 20 separate assault charges, which means that all those sentences would run following each other, meaning consecutively rather than concurrently. So how this case is presented and the position the judge takes on that one legal point is going to be one of the biggest issues in the case.
You think it's a slam dunk, Adam, for prosecutors? Because there's probably lots of witnesses here, maybe school security cameras.
Oh, yeah. In terms of a case, you have so many witnesses. It's on video. There's not much that's going to happen here. The only real defense angle is going to be something along some kind of insanity plea, I would imagine. But it's going to be some kind of plea bargain play situation. He's not going to – this isn't a case you're going to see going to trial, okay? So many people think in these days, because we turn on the TV and we see all these sensationalized cases, this isn't one of them. With the trail of, evidence there'll be and the number of witnesses, it's just going to be something where a good defense lawyer will try to do the best for his client to get him help, because clearly this is an act of someone that's crying out that has, some kind of real emotional drive behind them. And when the facts really get dug down, you're going to find out there were communications via email on the Internet that was between himself and other students. Who initiated those communications is unknown at this point, but there were various threats going back and forth, and there's going to be allegations of bullying come out, that this kid was really by himself a lot and picked on by other students, and they'll use that as a defense angle to show that he acted out, it was wrong, but this is the reason why he did this, and let's try to prevent it from happening again at other schools by treating each other more humane and more civilized.
Are you saying that's what you know, or that's what you suspect is going to come out?
Well, there's some kind of rumors to it that are surfacing if you do a little research of things on the Internet, but that's what's going to end up happening in this case. You remember this conversation that we're having, to say, well, he called it just as it came out.
Yeah. We're speaking with Adam Thompson, criminal defense attorney. He's with us live this morning talking about the Pennsylvania school stabbing yesterday. All right, so put on your junior psychiatrist hat for a minute here, since you've been in the courtroom with some of these folks. What's it say when a knife is used versus a gun?
A knife is a much more personal type of weapon. With a gun, you can be remote, you can be at a distance, you could even turn your head and not look. When you're doing something with a knife, it's a lot more personal because you're up close and there's actual contact that's made. The person in this case is going from victim to victim, where he's just plunging knives into them one after the other. And, that shows a real particular mental state. That's why a moment ago I said you're going to hear there's going to be some defense built around what his mental state was at the time. Is he even competent? And where was his mind going? Because this is someone that they're going to easily be able to show he's, just look at your reaction. When you hear the facts, you go, wow, could someone really do that?
Yeah.
You hear the facts on their face, and you think that something's wrong. So when the initial vibe that you get is that, everyone's leaning towards they think there's something mentally unstable about this kid. When the fact comes out that he might have been the victim of ongoing bullying by other students in the school or issues like that, then they'll really go down the path that maybe he's suitable for some kind of plea relating to mental incapabilities.
Yeah.
And a lot of people will buy into that once they do.
Adam, thanks for a few minutes. Adam Thompson, criminal defense attorney from New York.